on YouTube, it's KD. Welcome to the video. Today I am taking you guys on a regular day in my life in LA.
I was very concerned. I thought you were getting in the wrong car.
It seems like just a steep downward drop. Like
I'm doing it barefoot. I can't do this shit anymore. Kitchen. Honest.
I'm home. I didn't really film like the getting home. I didn't really film like the getting home process because I was so tired. But I got home, showered, changed. I feel great after taking a shower. I am drinking my protein shake just to kind of like tide myself over because my lunch is heating up. So I'm gonna let lunch heat up while I do a stretching routine and work on my splits and just make sure I'm not super sore, because we did do like 5 to 7 miles. I don't know how long, but based off like the number of hours we were out there, it was probably 5 to 7 miles. So, and we went up 2 of those big hills. So we did a lot, honestly. We did a little rock climbing, just a little, like a pinch, like 2 seconds. But we kind of went in. That was gross. But I'm gonna wait for my lunch to heat up while I stretch and finish this bad boy up and just kind of wind down for the evening. Honestly, I'm very tired, so we're just gonna have a little evening in. So on this wall of my bedroom, I wanted to do shelves with hanging plants, but I'm scared that there's gonna be an earthquake and I'm gonna get a bunch of plants and like dirt and stuff falling onto my bed and onto me. Like, this is just a canvas. If this fell during an earthquake, my head would just break through the canvas. Like, I wouldn't die or anything, but that could be a little dangerous. So what do y'all think I could put on this wall? Because I don't want to put another piece of art because I feel like it'll clash with this one, but it's been blank for a while. Like, I feel like it's time. Let me know in the comments what I should put. Gymnast stretch routine.
Backwards, grabbing a ball from in between your legs and then throwing it out in front of you.
You guys, it's midnight. I have spent the whole night past my stretching just eating, chilling, watching videos. I was watching on my phone these guys build a cabin because it's just very aesthetic. It's the Outsider YouTube channel, and they're just building a cabin, like literally just from scratch. I want to show you. They're like, that's how they did the lock on the door with just this little turn thing. Yeah, but like literally they started with nothing and now they have a cabin. So I'm watching them build this cabin because it's very pleasing to me. While I was watching it, I did have the fire playing because I was watching on the TV earlier, but I stopped, blah 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 blah. Basically, I've been chilling like a villain. I almost went and watched the latest Spider-Man, what is it, No Way Home, because I haven't seen it yet. Because when it came out, I was like, oh, okay, I'll see it with who I always see superhero movies with, my boyfriend. But then I realized I don't have one. And so by the time I had accepted that I wasn't gonna see it with him, all my friends had already seen it. So I still haven't seen it, and it came out a million years ago. So I almost went and watched it, but there's no late show time. So I'm like, I might watch it on Tuesday, because they have a $6 movie thing at a theater kind of far from me, but like if I'm on the way back from work, then it's fine. So I might go watch it on Tuesday night. It is a thought. But anyway, the reason I decided to pick up the camera was because I like to cook and clean and like get things done on Sundays, which is tomorrow. So I need to order my groceries, and I'm gonna be ordering, I've been trying to figure out like what I want to eat for the week so I can order groceries, and I've decided I want to do a roasted cauliflower and squash soup. I do not have a recipe for that. I'm kind of like sort of just kind of like winging it, and whatever ends up in the pot is what I'm gonna eat. So that's gonna be my lunch for the week. And then for dinner for the week, I wanted to do like a pasta with red sauce, like maybe baked ziti or something, but just something easy, like maybe lasagna. Lasagna is pretty easy, honestly. But do I want to like go through all that work of like, but lasagna is literally so easy. Like it tastes really good and it's so easy. I might do lasagna. Like a side of carrots and broccoli. Oh, that's why I didn't want to do lasagna, because I wanted to mix spinach into the... I could put spinach in my lasagna. All signs are pointing to lasagna. Okay, so we're doing a really easy cooking time this week, because lasagna takes 10 seconds, and soup, you mostly are just waiting for the vegetables to cook. But if I'm doing lasagna, then yeah. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing for breakfast this week. I guess I should think that through. I might just do waffles. They have waffles for like $1.50. I can just... I'm gonna do waffles because I don't feel like it. I'm sorry. So that's my meals for the week. I also need to figure out what my snacks are gonna be. We'll do that when we get there. So I order my groceries through the app. There's a grocery store in Georgia called Kroger. Kroger doesn't exist here, but there is a grocery store called Ralph's that Kroger purchased. So Ralph's is Kroger, but they stay calling it Ralph's because that's what the Californians are used to. But like if you look at the Ralph's app, it says Kroger on it. Kroger Pay. The food is all Kroger brand. Like it's just Kroger, but they're calling it Ralph's to make the Californians comfortable. So I'm going to pick what I want, set it up for pickup tomorrow, and I'll get back at you guys with the price. I'm thinking I'm gonna spend probably like around $45 on eating for the week. That sounds accurate to me. So we'll see what we end up doing. I ended up changing my mind for dinner because I didn't want to get all the cheese required for lasagna because cheese is expensive. So I'm doing a fettuccine like tomato parmesan sauce with the honey glazed, not honey, brown sugar glazed fish on the side instead of the lasagna. So after getting everything, and I got yogurts for my snack this week. They're on sale, 90 cents each. I kind of got a lot, but they're yummy. So my cart came out to $46.50. So she's good at guessing. I'm going to check out and plan pickup for tomorrow at like noon. And it is currently 12:56 a.m. So I am quite tired. So once I do this, I'm gonna brush my teeth and just be ready to go to sleep. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the rest of the video. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button because I do have a goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm like literally this close to reaching my next benchmark. Like you could be the reason that I reach my next benchmark. And I have a chart where I color in the little colors every time I reach a benchmark of subscriber counts, and you're not on the chart. If you haven't subscribed, you're not on the chart. That's embarrassing. That's humiliating. Imagine not being on the chart. Wow. So go ahead and press subscribe so that when I fill out the next milestone on my chart, you can be included. And if you happen to be the subscriber who helps me hit that next milestone, then you, my darling, will be called out by me in my video when I'm coloring in the chart. It's gonna be all about you. Because I really think getting to 1,000 subscribers is gonna have to be a team effort. So if you guys could please subscribe if you're enjoying this video, I would really appreciate it. Okay, now that you've subscribed, yeah, leave a comment and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. I woke up at 9, it's now 11. It's time for me to pick up my groceries. But I've been laying in bed all morning because I just don't feel very good. My legs are kind of sore, honestly. We did end up doing like 5 to 7 miles, so I look weird. There's a fingerprint. We did end up doing a 5 to 7 mile hike, so I'm not too surprised that I'm sore, but I don't feel the best. I'm just really tired. Like, I don't want to do anything. Kind of sad. I don't want to go back to work. It's been a lot of work lately. It's been hard and I don't want to do it right now. So I've been like laying in bed acting like my life is just gonna go away. But it's not. So I have to get up and get ready and go get my groceries and probably cook and clean, and I need breakfast. So I might make don't want to cook. I don't want to do anything.
Go follow us out and give me one. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you. You're so sweet. Ooh, the last one's here. If we mess this up.
So I am watching one of my Fanny's Bali vlogs, and I was like literally this close to going to Bali, and then COVID got in my way. So I'm just living vicariously through her, and hopefully I can like re-attempt that trip someday. But I do have some international trips that I'm in the works of planning for this year, so hopefully that can happen. It's not Bali. I don't have that much money right now, but we're getting there. I'll just go ahead and tell you right, okay? So when I was in high school, we had a band trip to Italy and England, and luckily my parents decided to pay for me to go. It was expensive. It was a $4,000 trip, but luckily they paid for me to go. And the reason they did it was because they wanted me to be able to experience other parts of the world, because they thought that that was important. And I put a little pancake batter in the eggs to fluff them up. Iconic. But they were right. It was really important. I honestly took so much out of that trip. And like none of my friends went. I was basically alone. But I literally took so much out of it. And it was just such an experience. So I wanted to do more traveling ever since. But I was always pushing it off. First it was, oh, I have to save my money for college when I was in high school. I had to save my money and like I'm too young to travel by myself, so I will do a semester abroad when I get to college. Then I got to college and none of these semester abroad programs worked for me. And I didn't have the money. I was paying for school out of pocket, so I didn't really understand loans to be able to get the money. But even if I could do that, none of them worked for my degree. So then I was like, okay, I'll travel after college. Like in the summer, I'll do summer trips. But then I started taking classes in the summer because I needed to graduate sooner or else I was going to run out of scholarship money. So then I was like, okay, I will travel after graduation like that summer. But I graduated in 2020, so I was not going anywhere in 2020. And now I'm like, okay, I will travel when I get a remote job because then I can just leave and it doesn't matter. And I'm still going to do that. Like I still have a goal of getting a remote job and living somewhere different every month. But I don't really see why I should just keep waiting. Like it kind of seems like I keep pushing it off and it's going to keep getting pushed off forever. So right now I'm like, no, I'm just going to do it now. So I set a goal of taking either 4 trips this year or 3 trips as long as one of them is international. And currently I've planned kind of planned 3 trips, 2 of them being international. And I kind of just want to continue with this trend and be able to travel now and stop like pushing it off forever, because like you never know, like I might die in 2 years and I want to have been able to see and experience more of the world than just my little corners by then, you know? I'm getting to experience a new state. I will be visiting California border state, so I get to see like a whole new half of the country, but there's so much more to the world than America. There's literally so much more, and I don't want to sound pretentious. Like I feel like y'all already know there's more to the world than America, but that's just what goes on in my head. Like I can't just stay here forever. I don't want this speech to get too wokety woke. It's just I'm more interested in traveling lately. Not more interested, but more interested in like actually doing it now. So that's something that I'm working on. Y'all will see me on those trips. I don't want to spoil them, but you'll see me on those trips if you press the subscribe button and stay tuned. But for now, I'm going to watch this Bali vlog while I finish my breakfast. I have egg, a hot dog, and a pancake, and a matcha latte. So I'm going to finish this breakfast, watch the little Bali vlog, and then we will go and get my groceries.
Literally watching a bitch that we literally hung out with like a week ago.
Macarons? I thought that they used to be called macaroons, but I
Touch, the camera eats before you do. It says welcome home with a little bit of chocolate jizz. Ew.
Hey, ready for a little taste test?
Swear to God, if they're great.
No, I don't know.
The lavender?
We're exploded in my mouth.
They're good, but I don't.
I'm home and I've been sitting in my car as I do because I just don't have the energy that it's gonna require for me to go inside. So I'm gonna rant about my job. And I don't know if this is gonna stay in the video because I'm not trying to jeopardize my job. Like, I still work there. I still want to be working there. That's part of the rant. But maybe just talking it out will make me feel a little bit better about the situation because it is Sunday. I do have to go back to work tomorrow. That's kind of what has me just not wanting to experience this day. Like, this job, I really like this job. I like the company, I like the people. But another problem with my job is that because of COVID, there have been shortages for months, like since I started, basically. I sell my art on there as well, link in the description for some beautiful wall art. Like, I'm an artsy girly. So I just want to design. And I've been trying to think of a solution. I like being able to try different things all the time. There are some exciting things coming at my company that they've been talking about developing, you know, later in the year and over the summer, and I'm excited to be a part of that. Like, I like being there. I just don't like what I'm doing there right now. So that's where I'm at with my job. That's why I'm not really in the best mood today. I don't know if anything I just said is going in the video. I'll have to think about it later, but I did give a rant and I do feel a little bit better. I'm gonna stay in the car for a bit, finish up the video I was watching, and then we'll go inside and I'll see if I feel like cooking. I just cleaned the bathroom and I swept and mopped in my bedroom. I didn't do like a deep clean in here, but I did sweep and mop and I cleaned the bathroom. And so yeah, I feel a little bit more energetic now that I've gotten something done. And it's a nice day out, so I want to go take a walk. And then I'm gonna cook, probably not on camera, but I'll show you guys what I made. And that'll probably be the wrap up of this video. So let's go take a walk and I can show you guys sort of kind of what an LA neighborhood looks like, but I'm gonna drive a little bit away from my house so that I'm not just showing y'all my neighborhood. Hello, I'm out and about. I have made it to my walk and I'm gonna just show you what some of the houses out here look like. But to those of you living in the South who know, I feel like California looks very much like Miami, or like Florida in general, especially the poorer neighborhoods and the less developed areas. They just really look like Miami. My neighborhood, in all honesty, is a bit nicer, so it doesn't look as much like Miami. My whole like city is kind of nicer, so even though I've left my neighborhood, it's still that nice pretty area. I'm gonna walk this way. I don't want to walk into the sun, but you can't see me. Okay, so we'll walk into the sun. It's still that nice pretty area. But if I drive like 20 minutes away to a perhaps less expensive part of town, it very much just looks like Miami. And also, it is worth noting that I do not own my house. And so although I live in a bit nicer of an area, it's not like I can afford this place. It's not like I have nicer of an area money. If I was living off what I made, I would definitely be living in a Miami-esque house. So I do think the two look pretty similar. They end up being different in the end, but like just aesthetic of the houses, same concept. I think it makes sense because like they're both beach towns, so they have to have architecture prepared for hurricanes and stuff. So, but I'll show you around. This person with the cutest little home garden has outside of her house a sharing library. I've seen 2 of these now. They're just little book nooks. Let's see if there's anything in here that I would like. Lots of James Patterson. Sense and Sensibility. I feel like I've heard of this, but maybe not. A Walk to Remember. This is like a novel by written by the guy who wrote The Notebook. That might be a choice for me. I'm gonna look around. I've decided I am gonna try out A Walk to Remember, but look at this. Inside Sense and Sensibility is a bookmark. It says, "Happy birthday to my very best friend, love, Lisa. March 1993. It's like a plastic bookmark, so it's held up this long. There's a wonderful thing that gold cannot buy, a blessing that is rare and true, and that is the gift of a wonderful friend like the friend I have in you. Oh, that's very, very cute. So I'm gonna just tuck that back in there. But this has been a long-lived book. Crazy. I'll write something. I did take one of the bookmarks because I want to write something on mine, and maybe someday someone will be like, 2022? That was 1,000,000,000,000 years ago. I found a park. So it's really pretty, just grass. There's a little like water reservoir in the middle, and it goes down for quite a while. But I'm gonna sit here and have a little read of the beginning of my book. I just ate my dinner, so I'm back in here to get an ice cream sandwich, but I will show you guys what I ended up making. So, I already have it packed up in my containers for the week, but for lunch for the week, I made soup. It is roasted cauliflower and acorn squash is the base. Then it has carrots, broccoli, ground turkey, and a few catalini beans in there, and a little bit more squash. So those are my 5 soups. And then for dinner for the week, I'm having this fettuccine, like Parmesan thing with spinach and grape tomatoes. Don't know why there's fireworks going off, but okay. And on the side, brown sugar glazed mahi-mahi, because it's cheaper than salmon, and I couldn't be bothered. So that is that on my weekend in LA. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you saw a little something about the city that you like. Maybe you learned a little something. Please head on down below, leave me a comment. Make sure you subscribe so that you can be a part of my 1,000 subscriber goal. You want to be the OG. This is your time. I'm gonna go eat my ice cream sandwich. It's 9:42. I've got a couple of hours until I go to bed, so I'm gonna enjoy my night. But thank you guys for joining me. I will see you all next time. And until then, toodaloo.